morning, children. Welcome to our next class. In last class, you learned about the diversity in food. Different regions of India, what kind of food people eat, and how it shows the tradition of that place. This all you learned. And in today's class, the very essential thing in our life, and we can't alive without this, that is water. So in today's class, we are going to learn about uses of water, how the water is used, and what are the different sources for water. We are going to learn in block 15. So before knowing about block 15, the new words you are learning in this chapter: COMMON, common; UNI, QUE, unique; GROUND, ground; WATER, water, groundwater; SURFACE, surface; WATER, water, surface water; THIRISTER, thirstier. So these keywords, spellings learn well, children. It will be useful while writing your worksheets. And before doing this, you do one small activity. As soon as you get up from the bed, what are the different things you are doing and how you are using the water, you find out from your day-to-day life and list out in your classwork. As soon as you get up from the bed, in which things, for doing what actions you are doing the water, you have to list out that and mention in your notebook. That's the activity you are going to do in this lesson, children. So before that, you see this picture in different areas where we are using the water. So first thing, when you get up from the bed, so we use water for drinking, washing hands, and brushing teeth, and bathing, cooking, finally for watering plants, not only for us human beings and even for plants and animals also, water is very important. So even these pictures also show you the importance of water, how we are using water while brushing. And see in this picture, the boy is open the tap while brushing, so the water is getting wasted here. You must not waste the water. When you are brushing, you should close the tap while brushing. And for washing clothes we need water, and for bathing, when you take bath with shower, more water is getting wasted. So instead of shower, take bath with bucket and mug. And washing utensils, for nature calls, like this you need water in every minute in our life. And sometimes we use water for unique uses. What's the meaning of unique use? Unique uses means we use the water for fun. It's not compulsory. In the first slide where I showed you, here the water is essential for life. If water is not there, we cannot do all these works. Here the water is compulsory. But in some cases, some things we'll do just for fun. That is just for recreation and for fun. Some areas we are using water. So wherever we are using water just for fun, so such type of uses are known as unique uses. For example, washing your toys. Washing toys is not that compulsory. Where you are using water for cleaning your toys, that's known as unique use of water. And see here, these are the water balls. So water balls, you'll play with water balls by throwing on each other. On holy time, by filling these balloons with water, colored water, we will play with the water. So this is also one of the unique use of water. And ice skating. People are in this picture, you can see people are skating on ice. So this ice skating is also one of the unique use. Just for the formation of ice is also one of the unique use of water. Washing toys, playing with water balls, skating on ice, and formation of ice. These all are known as unique uses of water. These are the common uses. Compulsory, these here the water is essential for life. Here just for fun. So these are the common uses of water and these are the unique uses of water. Okay, finally, either the common use or unique use, water is essential to continue the life. Okay, then we'll see what is the source for this water. From where do we get the water? So the main source, as you all know, the rain is the main source and the rainwater goes to the ground and it forms groundwater. So sometimes the water is available even on surface of the earth. So that's called as surface water. The water which we are getting from underground, that's known as underground water. So when the rain falls, the earth absorbs some water and it goes deep into the soil and that's known as underground water. Again that water we are collecting back by digging the wells. By digging wells or by digging the hand pumps, keeping these pumps inside the earth and lifting, bringing back that underground water to up and we are using that water. So the wells and tube wells comes under underground water. They are giving us underground water. And surface water means the water which is there on earth's surface, which is available on earth's surface known as surface water. Like the seas, rivers, oceans. Oceans are the largest water bodies. And rivers are the moving water bodies. They'll move on land and finally go and mix in the ocean or the seas. So rivers are surface water sources, oceans are the surface water sources, and lake. Lake is a small water body surrounded by four sides land. You learnt this in class 2nd. And river is surrounded by two sides land and ocean and seas are surrounded by only one side land. So the lake and ponds are surrounded by four sides land. So this lakes, rivers, oceans, seas, these all are known as surface water bodies. And even oasis is a small water body we can see in desert areas. Desert means where the land is covered with sand, that's known as a desert. So in desert areas, small water bodies are available, those are known as oases. So oasis is also one of the surface water source. River is surface water source. Lakes, ponds are surface water sources. Ocean and seas are also surface water sources. And well, tube well are groundwater sources. So in today's class you learned about common uses of water, unique uses of water and the sources of water and that groundwater sources and surface water sources and the oasis meaning. This all you learned, children. And now we will see what are the questions given in the worksheet. Open your volume 2, come to page 35. A word web is given here. So in this word web, you need to write the different uses where you will use in day-to-day life. For what works you are using water, you need to write in these circles. That's called as word web. And then write some common uses and some unique uses of water. Just now I showed you these are the common uses and these are the unique uses. So you mentioned playing with water, water balls, washing toys, formation of ice. These all unique uses. Why are these uses of water known as unique? Why we are saying this water use known as unique use? Because here we are using water just for fun. So that's why it's known as unique use of water. And last question, why would a family use 15 buckets of water in the summer but only 10 buckets in the winter? Because in winter the atmosphere is very cool, so we no need of drinking water more. And in summer we'll be more thirsty and we will drink more water in the summer. Because of the sun's heat, the water comes out from our body in the form of sweat. So when water loss taking place in our body, we'll drink more and more water. Understood, children? And come to the next page. Next page, a matching is given. He is asking you match the words in column A to column B. So in column A, first one is a large stream of water that flows across the land and usually empties into a lake, an ocean or an other river. So that is a river. So this is the river, a large stream of water, moving water this is. Finally goes into the another river or into the sea or the ocean. So that is river. You join the first one to the river. And the next one, the largest body of water in the world. The largest water body is ocean. So the second one you need to join with ocean. A small water body in the desert. I showed you just now. This is oasis. And the next one, water under the ground, a hand pump pulls it up. So such water is known as groundwater, a hand pump pulling the groundwater. So this type of water known as groundwater. Water on the surface of the earth. So that's known as surface water. Okay, next color the water sources in the picture. Next question is only the water sources you color. Hand pump is there, well is there, oasis. Like this, only the water bodies you color. List the water sources that you use. In your area, what are the different water sources for you? From where you are getting the water? That you list out here where the place is given. And the last question, compare the differences between groundwater and surface water. Groundwater is the water which we are collecting from the ground, and surface water is which is available on the surface of earth. So that you have to write, children. So your homework is complete page 35 and 32 in volume 2. Okay, children. In coming class, how the water is coming in our taps, from where it comes, how it is sending to each and every home, that you are going to learn. Water for all you are going to learn. Thank you, children.